Okay, Bob put it in the chat that it's Clean Sport, and he put their name in there. They are a great source for sanding materials, and they do these combo boxes. I'm going to warn you about that. Their combo box can go from maybe 2 grit to 1,000 grit, and it's all going to be in that box. And a lot of it is made for industrial sanders and platform sanders and large disc sanders, etc. Some of it's useful. I still have a box full of it out there. So I'm a little picky on sandpaper. I am. I won't buy a hardware store sandpaper. It just ain't gonna hit scratch my
gold
wood.
sandpaper is real good. They're gold.
Yeah, when I see if you pick a product, you do all right. I'm talking about the bargain box.
What were you saying, Bob? Which one's good?
They're gold sandpaper.
Okay.
I use that a lot.
Yeah, I agree with that. I buy that directly from Clean Sports shop also online and use it a lot. It's one of my favorites. It's a great sandpaper.
Yeah,
that's
top quality stuff.
That's
last time I ordered from them, they
the-
just had like a flat $8 shipping. So I ordered like a case of the sanding sealer, and it was just $8 to ship it. I couldn't drive there for that.
Okay.
You know, that's one thing for the new folks that are on the call that may not have had a lot of experience with sandpaper, but cheap sandpaper is not cheap. You'll go through 4 times as much of that to get the same thing done as one quality sheet.
That's very true,
right.
Dean.
Mm-hmm.
I learned my lesson there some years ago.
Oh yeah, I had to learn mine that way too.
We all did.
Experience, that's what you get about 15 seconds after you needed it, you know?
What do they say? They say experience comes from making bad decisions, and
Yes.
the bad decisions teach you how to make good decisions.
Exactly.
Hopefully they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, and I remember early on having cheap sandpaper come in a part of my hand while I was sanding something on the lathe. I was like, "What the hell?" You know. It's like,
Yeah, and I look for it to be waterproof. I mean, it's got to be water resistant. I do not want total paperback sandpaper because there's water here, there's moisture here, there's moisture in the air, and at some point it will deteriorate. Might be great going on your pad sander or whatever, but we don't do pad sanders. I'm a great fan of the medium fair product. I don't want the exotics. I don't want the trash. I want the medium fair product, and it only sands if you're generating sanding dust. It only sands if it's doing that. If you stop generating dust, your paper is dead. DEE, dead. And get away from it, because that point you might be making it smooth, but you're burnishing it, and the burnish will not hold the finish the same as a smooth piece. And I remember a world-renowned ornamental turner, Gorse Duplessis, taking a piece of 1,000 grit paper and passing it across something he turned, and you'll see the fine fines coming off of it. And he said, that is sanded. And he was right. And when he put the finish on, it was magic. Chatoyance comes out, it feels better, it looks better, and it lasts longer.